Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Pratham and I made another app. So it's also on Thunkable. Okay, 1 minute guys. I'll come back.
Yeah, I'm back, and this is called password generator.
Yes, it's called password generator, but what are you doing here, Aditi?
I was just explaining your app, and I
Okay.
think it's time to go.
Okay, you can talk though. That's no problem.
Okay.
So now this app will tell the password strength. Your password strength. So you have to enter your password here. So like it's this. Okay, not like that, not that big. So it will be this. If you check, it's 6. And it says try adding uppercase, comma lowercase letters, comma symbols and numbers to make your password stronger.
But why is it telling us to do these things?
Because that if you have all of these things, then it will make a stronger password.
Okay.
Because it has a lowercase, number, lowercase. So it means it has lowercase letters and numbers here. Okay, and it's also 8 characters long. It's longer than, it's 8 characters because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is also another 2 points. So that means it gets 6 out of the maximum 10. So I'll put a good password. So we'll put P Q 81 hashtag $1 3. Okay. So let's check it. Then it gives a 10.
Yes.
Because it has lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, numbers, symbols, and 8
Okay.
characters.
Yes.
If you click on reset, then it will reset this, and it will set it to 0. So now let's see the generate password. Generate password, you know what generate means, right? Right? Okay. So it says enter first name. So I'll put Aditi's first name in this one.
Okay.
So
Aditi.
Aditi.
Yes.
So then it will generate, and then it says
The
Adit exclamation mark 4. So what it does basically is that it takes the first 4 letters of your name, makes it easier to remember, and then it has a lowercase letter, capital letter, a symbol, and a number. So it also becomes an 8 letter string of characters. So let's check this password, and it will all auto give 10. Like you can put anything, like you can put some random name and if you check it. Okay, 1 minute. So it will put this, and then the password it will put this, and then if you check, it will always be 10.
Yes.
Like you put something, and then you generate the password. It will always be 10 if you check it. It's always. It's always. If you generate, then it's always 10. Okay. So now let's see the code.
Okay.
Okay. So first it says apps variable slider value
20.
20.
Yes.
Because there's a slider value, so I'll tell it. And then it will set the password to null. Null means it's like nothing. Nothing. It's not empty string or empty number. Because if you put empty number, yeah, it will obviously become a number. If you put a string, then it will obviously become a string. It can't become a number. But null, it can turn into both of those values or even a true or false value.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So that means it might be a number what you're putting in, or you might put a string. Okay, usually you put a string for a password, but you also add symbols and all of those. So it says lowercase letter. You know the lowercase letters of the alphabet, right? A,
Yes,
B, C,
yes,
D, E,
yes.
F, G. And then also you put the uppercase ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
To this string. And then the symbols. I've put all of these symbols that I can find in the keyboard.
Okay.
All of this, but I haven't put any emojis. But who would put emojis in a password? So
Yes.
yes, otherwise, yeah, there's like thousands of emojis, right? You have to put this,
Yes.
and then the storage would become
Mm.
okay. So numbers, okay, you know the first 10 numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0.
Okay.
Why? Because you can also make the bigger numbers out of this, otherwise, you have to keep on drawing on. So when button 1 check clicked, so when the check button is clicked, it will set it this to 0 again, because if you already used it, it will be to another value, and it will set the slider value to 0. The slider means this. Okay, this. That's the slider, and there will be a value wherever it goes on that slider. So it will set it to 0, which means at the very first, the very beginning.
Set app variable password to text input 1.
You have to get the
yes.
text. So that means it will just, okay, so I'll show you this whatever you type here, it will get that all the text from that,
Yes.
and then it will do it. It will set it to that the password, because what, that's the password he put. If the text input is empty, so like you get text empty, so if all the text you take is empty, if that equals true, then it will set enter valid password. So what it does is that it sets the hint. The hint I've already told about
Type,
So if you don't do anything, then it will
Enter,
set this to enter valid password.
Okay.
You could also set the hint, and this is the text of this label. You can also set the hint, and then the type here you can see in gray letters, it will become enter valid password. But this is the main, and like the description, that's the main. And else count with I from, so 4 loops you have to use. So count with I. So there's going to be a counter I, and then it will start from 1, and it will count to the length of the app variable password by 1. So it will increase 1 by 1 by 1 by 1 by 1 till it gets to the length of the app variable password. So if it's like it's six characters long, your password, it will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it will just finish. If it has 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, why do we do this is that it means it will check all of the characters in the password that you've put. So if does app variable lowercase letters contain in text, so what this means is that does if it contains, if this the lowercase letters we set, right, all the lowercase letters contains in text variable password. So you take the password and you get the letter number I. So the character I. So if we are at the second, if it's at 1, 2, and then checking, and there's a lowercase letter there, then it will do the code here. Right? So it will check equal to true. It equals true. It will check obviously. Right? If it's false, why would it add the change app variable slider by 2? What that will do, it will increase the score by 2, right? And then it will do basically all of this same, and then it will basically do it for the uppercase letters, the symbols and the numbers. It will do for it will do the same. And then it will also break out of the loop. The break out of the loop means if there are two or more numbers, right? Two or more number of characters of the same. So like two lowercase letters you have inside your password. Okay? So what that means, it will count both of them. Both of them if you don't put the break out of the loop, because it will keep on continuing with that till it gets to the length of the app variable password. So that means you might get over 10, and that we can't show it on the slider because it has its maximum value as 10. It can't go above it. Oh, yes. So like you can go above infinity, right? So it's almost like that. So I have to break out of the loop, then it will stop it, and then it will go to the next one. And then if length of app variable password greater or equal to 8, so if it's at minimum 8 characters long, okay, so if it's at the minimum of 8 and the maximum at infinity or anything, so it will change it by 2. So if the length of the password is 8 characters, okay, from label to set text to enter minimum of 8 characters, because otherwise, because some things like some companies, like if you want to log in some of those, like some of the websites, it will, what they will do is that they will have a minimum of 8 characters length password they will ask, right? That means you might not be able to use, and then all of this is waste. Okay? So then it will say that if if the app variable slider value is less than 10, so if the score is less than 10, that means it's not a perfect password. The hacker, it will be easier for the hackers to hack in your account, right? You have to be safe. So to help that, it says writing that uppercase lowercase, like, saw that it will say that message, and then it will set the score, the label 1 score, where it shows the score, right? So when you run and then you make something, and then if you check, this is the score. It shows the score, right? That's the score label. It will set it to that because it only got 3 conditions that time. Okay, and then it will set the slider 1, the value to this, the slider value. So
Yes.
then when the reset,
Button 2.
yes,
Reset clicked.
so it will,
It will set the app variable slider value to
0 again.
Yes.
Again, because it should clear it, right?
Yes.
From text
Text
input
input
1, it will set the text blank.
Yes.
And then from
slider
slider
1,
it will set the value to 0.
0.
So the slider goes
Yeah.
back.
Yes.
And then the score it will set to
App variable
slider.
slider.
Okay. So when generate button is clicked, if get text input 1 is empty, so if it's empty,
Yes.
it will set the hint to enter first name.
Yes.
Otherwise it will join this 5 things.
Yeah.
Yes, because it takes the first 4 letters of it: name, a symbol, a letter, and a uppercase letter, a lowercase letter, and a number, right?
Yes.
So it will get substring from letter number 1 to letter number 4, the first 4 letters of your name.
Yes.
And then you have to put all of these. That makes it 8. And it's also going to be easier for the biggest number of these.
Yes.
So it will be easier for you to remember it because it's no. So in the lowercase letter, get letter, a random one, a random integer. So a integer, it's a whole number, a random whole number. It might be negative, 0, or positive, right? You learned in your maths class, right? Yes. So 1 to 26, because there are 26, and then you do the same for the uppercase letters.
Yes.
For the symbols, there are 28 symbols.
Okay.
So it will random integer from 1 to 28. And for the numbers, there are 10 numbers. So 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
So it will add first a lowercase letter, an uppercase letter, a symbol, and then a number.
Yes.
So let's check it out then. There are two ways, like you can click on the preview or the live test.
Yes.
So I'll over to live test. So it will. So let's put a generate password. It says enter first name. So mine is Pratham, and then it will generate a password. Okay. So
Let's try another one.
no. So first I will cover this.
Okay.
So this is a lowercase letter, uppercase, a symbol, and then a number. The symbol
Prati H.
Prati
Okay.
H.
And which symbol is it?
Yes, if you check it, like there's the one on the
Oh,
keyboard
okay.
at all the way at the right,
Yes.
and the third down. That's one.
And 5.
If you put it shift.
Yes.
So let's check it. And then it will always be 10 out of 10 because you have the 8 letters
Yes.
and then lowercase, uppercase, symbol, and number.
Yes.
Okay, if you have them already in your name, like you put some logo, yes, that's also okay, but it adds it just for security if you not have it.
Okay.
So now I'll put another name. So I have two sisters. So I'll put my other sister's name. Yeah. So if you check it, it has only this, right?
Because
so
we
we have to generate
Generate.
password. So it
And
says
Aka
Aka
BU
question mark
6.
Okay.
Yes. Let's check.
If you
Once
check
again.
it, then it's 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Okay.
And let's reset.
Yes. So okay. So that was our app. Right?
And
So please like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe and click on
And-
the bell icon. See you soon.
bye.
Okay.